Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is the second in the skirt edit series. So in this video I'm going to show you how to make a pattern for a straight skirt and a lining pattern. So to start, you're going to need to trace around your skirt block from the first video of the series, which I'll link below. Make sure you mark in all your darts and your notches. So once you've a traced out, you're going to mark in all your information for the pattern. So next you need to choose the length of your skirt. I'm just sticking with the length that I have, but you can change this as you wish. So moving on, we're going to add our seam allowance. So on the front, you're going to add 1 centimetre to the waist and 1 centimetre to the side seam. Now we're going to add a hem allowance. So I always like to add a decent amount. So for this skirt, I'm going to add 4 centimetres. Again, this can change to suit you. So now I'm just going to tidy up the pattern by continuing on the lines to make sure that the pattern itself joins up with the seam allowance. So on the back pattern, you're going to add 1 centimetre seam allowance to the waist, 1 centimetre to the side seam, and then 1 centimetre to the centre back line, because we're going to be adding in a zip, so you're going to need a seam in the back. So now we're going to add the hem allowance. Again, mine is 4 centimetres and you just add in the same that you've chose for your front. So from the waistline, we're going to measure down the length of the zip on the centre back line. So the zip I chose was 10 inches, but again, this length is all going to depend on the zip that you're using. So this step is optional, but if I'm not putting in a waistband, I like to add an extra 0.5 centimetres to the skirt pattern at the waist, and this just allows it to slightly roll over behind the skirt into the lining so that you don't see the lining peeking up out of the top. So on the front part, I'm marking in here that it's cut on the fold, so this is just a reminder to myself. And then on the back, I'm going to mark in that I have to cut out 2 pieces for this pattern. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to make the lining for the skirt. So from the waistline, you're going to measure down the length of your lining. So I went with 50 centimetres just so that it wasn't the full length of my skirt. So you're going to do this for both the front and the back. So now we need to copy out the lining pattern onto a new sheet. So when you're tracing it out, you're going to trace out the whole skirt. The only thing that's going to change is your hemline. So your hemline is going to be that line that we drew in for the lining. So when you've traced out, mark in all your pattern information. So now we need to add seam allowance. So on the back pattern, you're going to add 1 centimetre to the side seam, centre back and waistline. And you don't need to add that extra 0.5 centimetres to the lining pattern because it isn't needed. So for the hem, I went with 4 centimetres again, but again, you choose your own measurement. So now go ahead and trace out the front lining pattern and then mark in all your information. So for the seam allowance, I done 1 centimetre on the side seam and the waistline, and then I marked in my 4 centimetre hemline. So no seam allowance is needed for the centre front because again this pattern is going to be cut on the folds like this skirt pattern. So now you can go ahead and cut out all your pattern pieces. So when you've got all your pattern pieces cut out, you're going to cut out your notches. So when you're finished doing all that, you should have 4 pattern pieces: a back skirt pattern, a back skirt lining pattern, a front skirt pattern, and then a front skirt lining pattern. So now you're ready to make your skirt. So in the next video I'm going to show you how to cut out your fabric and how to sew up your skirt. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button as it really helps support my channel. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!